course, the question about the visas, like, what about your visa or any kind of document to stay there for a long period of time? Is it free of charge or not?
Oh, well, how, like, okay, so I guess the question is, like, how things work in Cambodia?
Right. Because you said it's more comfortable to stay here.
Yeah.
And yeah, less complications with that. And our subscriber was interested in like, okay, but what about the visas? And you need to pay on top or not?
Right. I mean, I'll probably just be like brutally honest about all this, because I don't know if anybody in Cambodia will actually watch this.
Some do.
Yeah. Hopefully not. Yeah, but they're Russian.
Not only Russian.
Do we have actual Cambodian,
For sure.
like Khmer people that watch? Yeah. Hey, if you're Khmer and you watch this, please message. Right? Message in Khmer. BB speaks Khmer too. She fucking speaks like all the languages. So yes, please message and tell us that you're in Cambodia, even if you're not Cambodian or Khmer. Tell us, right?
Yes.
But anyway, so I'll be honest about all right. So in Cambodia is awesome because if you know the right people and you're willing to pay the right money, you can get pretty much anything done, and that goes with visas, that goes with everything. Anything you can fucking think of, it works that way. So that's like a big reason why we haven't left yet. We're going to.
Definitely.
Oh, we're going to, right? Bibi keeps having dreams, her witch dreams. She's talking to the other side. And I listen. I'm like, okay, we gotta go. But yeah, like when it comes to just the visas and things of that nature, if you know the right people, so like if anybody visited here and they wanted to stay past their 30 days or 60 days or 90 days, however, whatever the visa thing is or whatever, yeah. I'm not gonna tell you exactly how it was done, but I get year-long visas. So that's how that works. If you're a teacher and you come here, it's just as easy. I think a lot of people don't travel or come to Cambodia or come to Asia or travel in general because they're worried about a lot of different things. I was too. I was like, well, what if I want to stay longer? Or, I don't want to go back to where I'm from, or just a million different questions come up when you're trying to travel, and those answers that you come up with in your head or the unknown is a lot of the reason why people don't travel. Right. I took kind of like a leap of faith where I was like, kind of fuck it, I'm gonna go, and I went to Thailand first. And I figured out the visa situation in Thailand. Very similar to here if you have the right connections. If not, it's not a big deal. All you gotta do is leave the country for 10 minutes and then come back. And they'll renew your visa for the next 30 days.
Yes, but it takes a day.
Yeah.
It's not comfortable like in Vietnam.
Vietnam's easier, but I'm an American, so.
No, it's also complicated. Every 3 months you need to leave the country.
Yeah.
Here, no.
Here it's not like that. Mm-hmm. Thailand, yeah. So, but what I'm saying is that it's complicated, but it's not. Yeah. It's not so complicated that you'll end up getting kicked out of the country and you'll have to leave. So if you want to travel, fucking travel. And like Cambodia is one of those places that you need to go, because it's super easy. It's very, very simple. Like a first place to travel for someone, and this is what I always kind of like try and tell people is like, and I was been thinking about recently is for somebody traveling for the first time ever, and they're maybe going to travel by themselves or just as a couple or whatever like that, and they're concerned about visas or how things work or how it just in general, how things work in other countries. go to Cambodia first because it's the simplest, easiest fucking place to go when it comes to all that other shit that you got to deal with. And it's like a starter course in how to travel and how to like mix into the community that you're with or that you just traveled to. How to figure out, the visa situation, how to figure out the travel situation, how to figure out, when the travel situation is how to get around the country without a car, where to eat right, where to eat, where to go. Generally, like rule of thumb is if there's nobody at this place that, at the restaurant, don't eat there, right? Go to busy places because the food's always being rotated and it's fresher and cleaner. Really simple shit, right? But like a lot of that stuff, I ended up having to learn when I got here, right? When I started to travel, and that's really easy stuff to figure out once you're doing it, because you're not going to figure all that shit out on your computer in Russia or in the United States or in England or wherever you are. You're not going to figure out everything. So just fucking travel, just go. And Cambodia is probably the best place that, and I've been to quite a few different places. And this is the easiest, best place. And this is where I would suggest anyone that's going to travel for the first time by themselves or, just kind of for the first time really traveling, come here first. Because it'll really get your feet wet and let you kind of chill out a little bit and learn about what it's like traveling, what it's like to be alone, what it's like to be able to find places, how to set a routine within your life while you're traveling, right? Because you got to have that too. Because you're leaving a routine wherever you're working or wherever you're coming from, you have this routine going on, and then you're like, oh, fucking travel, vacation, blah blah blah, right? Worst thing you can possibly do is because then you get all fucking weird in your head, and you feel like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks later, you're like, oh my God, what the fuck just happened, right? Find some semblance of a routine. I used to go to the same coffee shop I still do, go to the same coffee shop every single fucking morning, no matter what, or go to a coffee when I was traveling, right? I'd go to a new hotel every 2 or 3 days. So but I had the same exact routine in the morning, every single morning. And when I was at that one hotel, I would go to the same coffee shop every day that I was there. Right. It's awesome. And then everybody has their own way of doing things. When I first get to a new country or a new place, I don't really talk. I just walk around the city. Right. I get used to the feel of it, right? The speed of it. And then all of a sudden, 2 days, 3 days later, then I start to interact. Then I start to like move into the interaction part of traveling. And I had to travel to fucking learn that that's what I needed. Because when I first got to Thailand, I was like, why am I not wanting to do anything? Right. It's like you're just not wanting to do all that crazy shit you had made up in your head that you wanted to do, right? So, but you have to travel to do that. And Cambodia is the absolute best possible place to do that first. So, yeah, I don't even know how that came about where I just ended up just trying to get people to come to Cambodia. But yeah, come here. First time you travel, come to Cambodia. And yeah, that's the visa answer as well.